Okay, hello guys, good morning. So here we're going to have a game between WingedKuriboh versus Lukcid Crossli. It's been a while since I last streamed. Alright, let's take a look at their boxes here. Starting with Lukcid side, we see an Illustrio. Illustrio is decent on this map. There's some mountains on the top and bottom, and there's two wall tiles in the middle. So she can make some plays. Go in, attack, and run out with her talent and the roundabout passive. Okay, so we see Listel bans on both sides from the start, and there's the Landius picks from both sides. Landius is going to be good for both of them, considering how there are some infantry troops on the left side with Sakura and Leonhardt. Those are units that would usually want to go up against Juggler. While on Lukcid's side, he has Illustrio, Mystery Knight, Leonhardt as well, and the Claret. They're all units that will probably be better against Juggler than Landius. Okay, so we have the Lancer Elwyn pickup over here on WingedKuriboh side. The Lancer Elwyn can be weak to stuff like the infantry Leonhardt. It's also weak to Yulia in a sense. Whoever attacks first can kill the other one between Elwyn and Yulia. Alright, we see our first healer ban on the right side with Liana. I would prefer to go double healer bans and ban both Liana and Weiler here, but WingedKuriboh did pick up Bozo, which makes Weiler 3C less effective. If Weiler uses his 3-cost skill, he's going to be left at 1% health and can easily die to any sort of AoEs hitting him. Now, what's also surprising is this Zerida being left up so late. Okay, the Zerida's finally getting banned now. Maybe it was left up earlier, just because WingedKuriboh knows his Elwyn can tank the hit. Now, rather than going for Leonhardt, WingedKuriboh goes for a Liana pick here. So the other thing with Weiler is instead of bringing 3-cost skill, you can also bring 3 2-cost skills. So if you bring something like Mass Heal and Mass Dispel, Weiler by himself can actually be decent against a Bozo that just drops AoEs. Okay, so Lustral pick here is going to get the attack buff from Weiler, which is good. That makes Weiler really good here because of Strengthen or Mass Attack. So now Lukcid can still go with a Leonhard, just using mass attack. But yeah, he picks up Iris instead. Can make some good plays with teleport Illustrio, get snipes. Illustrio can ignore guard when attacking on grasslands or forests or mountains using her special helmet that came out earlier last week, I think. So that can be good. Get a snipe. If this L1 goes with the flying troops, I think Illustrio can easily snipe the L1. Then again, L1 does have a bunch of defense, or he's supposed to. The Bozo, if hit by Illustrio though, I'm going to assume he's most likely dead. This map, Illustrio is decent on, I would say. Of course, you would prefer to have the mountain map. There are some wall tiles in the middle. I think Crystal Warlocks can help. Definitely a lot tankier than Sorceress. So Elwyn kind of do have to bring these flying troops. Just facing Yulia. And for Landius as well. Okay, so, well, not many of us have Crystal Warlocks leveled up. So Bozo is just going to use Sorceress. You never really want to bring any sort of infantry troops against unicorns, because unicorns is going to kill your infantry troops first, and then your hero just gets destroyed by whatever you're attacking into, like Yulia, or infantry Leonhardt, or infantry anything. Okay, so first turn, faction buffs, moving Landius first. This Illustrio's range is covering a lot of ground here. So the Illustrio, I believe, should be on Ullerspo, using gargoyle troops over there. The best troops for Ullerbo Illustrio should be Bone Dinos, but there is a Lancer L1. I think it should have still been fine. Oh. WingedKuriboh doesn't care, just moves in L1 here. He can get sniped by Illustrio standing on the grassland tiles just in front of him. So what I would imagine using any sort of troops here is your troops is going to attack into the soldiers of Elwyn and then you shoot Elwyn with Alistrio herself. So, I don't know, maybe Elwyn can survive, maybe not. Really depends on how tanky this Elwyn is. But Elwyn is such an outdated unit that I kick him off in any box when I first see him. Really doesn't matter how tanky he is. He just struggles really badly to hit stuff safely and get kills safely. Alright, so I believe Alistrio should be looking to just attack into Elwyn and use Roundabout to get out. But no, there's a teleport on Alistrio. So, if Landius used faction buff, this might be a dead Bozo. Snipe the Bozo on the force tile. Bozo does have Landius aura, reducing crit chance and ranged damage. But there's gargoyles. Is that really considered a ranged attack? I guess it is, yeah. You would have to actually melee the Bozo to not lose any damage bonuses. But you should already be on. Alright, there's a neutralizing fire, which destroys the full health bonus from Sorceress. And Bozo goes down. Now, if there are boots on this Owen, he should be able to catch up. Yep. A regular attack from Owen should be able to finish off this Alistrio, and this Owen does look to be pretty tanky. 13k attack. I mean, 13k health. And I didn't catch how much defense he had. Alright, so Alistrio traded for Bozo, and I would say the favor is in Lukcid's side right now. This Yulia can definitely take care of business. So Owen had 800 defense, but now he's going to face down a Yulia that can easily break guard and then snipe this Owen. Now the good thing is WingedKuriboh did not use his Iris teleport just yet, while Lukcid did use the teleport. So if WingedKuriboh teleports the Owen and use Frontal Assault, might just one-shot the Landius over there. But you have to do this in a safe spot where the Elwyn is not immediately dead to the Yulia. Thanks for this follow, Zacrox. Thank you for following, Blast City. Alright, so what I would do as WingedKuriboh here would actually run out the Landius all the way to like right beside Lukcid's team and teleport the Elwyn forward so he can look to one-shot the opponent's Landius. But instead he's waiting around, and this is not going to be advantageous if WingedKuriboh waits too long here. He might be looking to just take control of the middle here, and he does notice the Yulia having breeze and the one last turn of the attack buff, so he might be waiting that out. But after that, he should definitely be going in once Yulia loses her attack buff. And thanks for following, Dangle. Yep, all the guards on the Landius are up. He should be looking to move in. So Lukcid did bring the 3-cost skill on Weiler, and without an AoE attacker on Kuriboh's team, ooh, just ending turn there. No, I think he should at least move forward and force out the Weiler 3C if nothing else. The more you wait, the Iris teleport is going to come back up for Lukcid, and he's going to get his mass attack off again. While your guard's just going to go down after this turn. Now if you want to get hit with dispels, the best time to do that is when you're about to run out of buffs, like right now. So now if you get dispelled with a whole bunch of there isn't even a Holy Justice, but if there was, you would do something like use Gospel on Landius. Just run him out with all of those one turn left buffs, and you can safely eat a Holy Justice. So the Gospel here is not going to do that much anymore. There isn't really anything you have to be worried about on buffs and debuffs. Alright, so still nothing happening. Now Lukcid does get off the mass attack again. So if WingedKuriboh engaged that last turn, Lukcid would have had to make a decision between using mass attack and using Weiler 3C, but now he can use mass attack last turn and then use the 3C this turn. So the guard on Kuriboh's Landius drops off this turn. He uses the faction buff again. One more turn of Gospel, not that it'll do a whole lot. Might as well just use Gospel on your healers so they can heal more. I'm not sure what's Kuriboh waiting for. He should have the advantage here with Iris teleport. Again, nothing, just using faction buff on Elwyn again. There might be a breeze, yep, there's a breeze, so he can move into Landius and smash Landius. Now the Owen needs to be teleported at some point, just to have more of a guarantee that he can one-shot the Landius. Now there isn't a shield anywhere on Lukcid's team, so Sword Soul is going to be really good against Wilder 3C and healing from Yulia or any of the healers. Again, no teleports. Kuriboh might be making a mistake here, unless he is absolutely certain that Elwyn can one-shot the Landius using Frontal Assault. So Landius is looking pretty tanky here, using Full Moon. Quite a bit of defense. But full cavalry might just die off to the Elwyn. Lukcid just needs to land a Godly Menace, disabling Landius Guard, and then look to one-shot the Elwyn. So WingedKuriboh just need to make sure I was about to say WingedKuriboh just need to make sure the Yulia does not get off the Godly Menace on anyone, or at least not on the Landius. But WingedKuriboh can also be looking to push forward and threaten to one-shot the Landius. If this Landius was moved forward just one more tile, his Elwyn could have been in a good spot, attacking on the walls against Lukcid's Landius, and still be guarded. But yeah, Lukcid can just run out the Landius, but he is quickly losing map control here, just running out and not really engaging. So WingedKuriboh should really use the Liana's turn first, since Act Again is not going to be that effective unless you kill something and switch the turn priority. Okay, finally teleporting this Elwyn forward. But there isn't really a good spot to attack with Elwyn unless you don't want to be guarded. Now, the Elwyn does have 20% damage dealt and damage taken reduced. So maybe he can survive the Yulia's attack, but having basically no magic defense, I think Elwyn's just dead if he goes in for the one-shot on Landius, which can end pretty badly. Because after Elwyn dies, there's no one to contest with this Yulia, and this Yulia can clean up the rest of Kuriboh's team. So Elwyn should really just stand here if there's nothing coming in range. Yep, finally there's the wider 3C, which also gives damage dealt and damage taken like Miracle. So now Liana should be moving here. You still can't use Act Again, just because you have turn priority. So I don't understand this play again. You cross the river with the teleport and now you're moving back. Also dropping off the breeze. Yeah, I don't get it. Very questionable place. He thinks his Liana moving last is going to make a difference somehow, but it's not. Alright, this Iris over there didn't even bother to heal the Weiler that's not at full health. Hello, Mitruzak. We're in the game 1 between WingedKuriboh and Lukcid Crossli. Did the match between Straw and Chatten finish already? So, Kuriboh should move forward with this Landius, I think. Well, Straw sure showed who's boss, ending that match that fast. Yeah, this Landius should move one forward, just so Elwyn can move to frontal assault the opponent's Landius on the wall tile. Let's see if he does that. Oh no, what are you doing? Just conceding map pressure? He should be the one. Okay. He's just running away. Conceding the middle of the map to the Yulia here. I guess he doesn't have faith that he can quite kill everyone when there's the Weiler 3C up. So he might be looking to wait that out. So right now we're in game 1 between Kuriboh versus Lukcid. Yeah, this Owen can't really make an attack, not being guarded over there. And Lukcid's teleport on Iris should be coming back up soon. And Kuriboh's Iris teleport just is completely wasted on this Owen. So it should have dropped off by now if he does not have a teddy bear. Which is kind of quite unfortunate because using the teleport could have been good, but now here's the Yulia attacking in. This probably is a kill. Yes, it's a kill. Attacking on grasslands. Moving 4 spaces. It's good. Okay, so this looks like a dead Owen at the start of turn. This Owen have to use something like Frontal Assault to try and one-shot this Landius. And then the Owen's going to die to the Yulia after Yulia disables Landius guard. And then Lukcid just wins with Yulia. It would be Landius, 2 healers, versus Yulia, 2 healers, and Yulia is the tank buster. Okay, Sword Soul might kill off one of Landius' lives. But now this Yulia can kill off the Owen, heal up Landius in the process. Or he can also choose to wait. So the Sword Soul should really be saved for Yulia, disabling the Godly Menace and preventing Yulia from healing. So he should have used Frontal Assault in an attempt to one-shot the Landius through passives. And again, might have buff negation effects, but he doesn't have something that disables the passive. Alright, so no matter what Kuriboh does here, I think the Owen's kind of just dead. Now the Yulia can still attack. Owen disabling Landius guard. Yeah, none of these attacks really matters here. Opting for an again, but it's not going to be that effective. Since Owen does not have Frontal Assault, the opponent's Landius is already at low health here, and the Owen should be dead to this attack. It's dead. Yep, so as expected, the Owen, Lukcid's Yulia does clean up everyone. I think Kuriboh had a chance there if he moved differently and had the initiation first. Instead, the Yulia got in the menace first. And this should be looking pretty bad here. Yeah, this Yulia is kind of unkillable here. Because if you don't finish off the opponent's Landius, he can get healed back up. Oh, well then. Lukcid's teleport on Iris should be back up. It's been several turns. And he used it turn 1, so it should definitely be up by now. This is pretty good. Yeah, Kuriboh lost this one. If he moves this one, Yulia can get out of the fog. But there was really no chance anyways, because Iris, I'm pretty sure, have teleport back up. She can sacrifice herself just to get Yulia into the middle. And this Landius is definitely going down. Eventually. Yep, see there's the teleport. Blocks off this Liana. Liana's dead to the fog. Okay, used Gospel. If Landius does not have action buff, he does have something now. This Iris is dead. And that's the match here. There's no way you can kill off any of these units with just a Landius. Landius doesn't even trigger his own talent now, not having allies around him. So he doesn't get the free 20% attack and the 15% attack conversion to defense. Yep, match is over. Lux is also winning on damage dealt, thanks to the Yulia here. And it's dead. Alright, game 1. Win won by Lukcid. Okay, I think we're ready here. Okay, I think we're ready here. Okay, so for game 2, Kuriboh chooses to go first on this windy outpost map. And we see a first ban Liana. And a first ban Lestel for left side. First ban Liana. So there are 3 healers. He might be looking to take out either both tanks or both healers. And going for a first pick Zerida here. Yeah, I don't like the map choice here. This is Illustrio's favorite map. And you don't have Illustrio. Instead, is there anything that can really take advantage of this map on Kuriboh's side? Right now, I'm not looking at anything here. Maybe you just want the defensive tile with all of your highly defensive units. So something like Yusuke, Elwin, Vargas, they can be tankier, standing on these defensive terrain. Yeah, Mystery Knight here looks very good. If you have all of your defensive, high defensive units, They have low magic defense. So Lukcid did get all of his healers banned out. You would be looking to ban something like, yeah, the Yulia definitely. And the Rachel. Alright, so Alessio is picked up here. You should look to ban out the Gospel and the faction buff. So Rachel Juggler. But then you're going to face down the opponent's Zerida. Or they can also get Luna here. They can give a lot of movement buffs to Mystery Knight, Illustrio. Now they can really cover the map. So these two with something like Luna can definitely outrange everyone. Outrange even the Zerda. Okay, we see a Claret here. Claret can one-shot the Juggler, either using Heaven's Guard, or when the Juggler is out of water. Just using fine, because of the cavalry tech, fine steel hooves increases damage dealt for the amount of steps taken, making them very good at dealing with lobsters. 50% damage taken down in water. Okay, we see a Weiler here, so Kuriboh might be okay with Weiler 3C. The Claret definitely can't really kill through either Weiler 3C or the TRS Healing Light. So he really needs to get that one shot using Heaven's Guard. Okay, we see the Luna, last pick. Alessio is not going to have any sort of attack buffs here, but she can get a King's Crown buff, and this map does favor her a lot. She might still be able to get some decent snipes in, but even if that does not happen, you can use Roundabout and her talent to run back basically 6 squares instead of 2. Now there are a lot of hit and run on the Lukcid side, so he might just hit and run using Claret Lightning Flash skill. Hit the Juggler once, run out, run in with Mystery Knight, but he does not have a healer, so really have to make these engagements count. Now if the Juggler does trigger Thorns a couple of times, that can end the match as well. Yep, going for double water, Master Vice. It's good against no healers. Also brings you into more water. I like this troop choice from Elwyn. Going full Lancer can be good against both Mystery Knight and Landius. So, I see Winged Pegasus, Holy Pegasus on both Luna and Claret. Their one-shot potential, very low. Against Tiara's Healing Light, Claret is not going to do a whole lot here, I would assume. She would have to bounce off of the tank and then attack into an unguarded unit. Up here we see just Illustrio covering the entire map. The Zerda can't really get in. With Luna buff, she can really get in. But you still have to make sure you're attacking on some sort of defensive terrain. So Kuriboh is doing a good job of staying away from grasslands and forests. Now Illustrio without attack buff, even if she is ignoring guard, I don't think she can really one-shot any of these units here. Maybe Weiler, if the Weiler is not on fixed damage immunity. And as a reminder to anyone that just tuned in, we are in Game 2 between Kuriboh versus Lukcid. Game 1 is won by Lukcid. Now, even in the event that the Illustrio fails to kill, she can always just run back and try again later. As long as there's no thorns or some sort of ranged counter that she have to worry about. I don't think Lux is going to go in this turn. He probably is going to just enter here. Maybe look to use Winged Realm if he feels like it, since there is already a breeze proc on Mystery Knight. The Juggler will need to bring up both guard to deal with Illustrio's long range, Claret's physical damage, and Mystery Knight's magical damage. Yeah, this Illustrio is covering a lot of ground here. He really doesn't want the Zerda getting shot, but I think it's fine. There's a bunch of defensive buffs on Zerda, like hide and seek. Now Kuriboh might be looking to just use the other guard, magic guard, in place. I'm assuming he already used Triton this turn. But if he does that, like in place, rather than pushing up, he's going to lose control middle to Lukcid, and then it's going to be Lukcid that can just wait it out and engage when it's favorable for him. Yeah, so Kuriboh is not really able to take control, take advantage of these defensive terrain in the middle. This might have well been the Plains of Strife map, because the opponent is taking advantage of all of these defensive terrain. Well, he has nothing. And this might be a early high stakes, but it might be okay, since Weiler did use her 3C. But he can also just not go in, or go in with quick strikes, hit and run tactics. So Lustro can move in, shoot somebody, and run out 8 squares. Mystery Knight might be able to look to spear somebody, although I don't think she can quite kill anyone here. TRS have the troops, bolt rangers. They can reduce quite a bit of damage. If it applies heal block on the juggler though, that could be something. Okay, so moving forward, just a thunder zone to kill out the Weiler. I think that's a good enough trade. Weiler dies here, you can wait out Weiler's talent, 3C. Yep, so this TRS could get sniped by Lustriel. Actually, there's a Weiler 3C and the damage taken reduced buff. That should not be a kill here. Looks like bait to me. And again, there's really no downside to hit and runs at this point. Alright, King's Crown buff before going in. And this Zerda really can't hide anywhere. Like, the entire map is being covered by this Lustriel. Alright, so he's baiting the Lustriel to come in. Now if this Lustriel does attack the Zerda, I do not believe she can run out of danger, since there is no defensive terrain nearby. So Zerda is going to lose the hide and seek. I don't think Lukcid is going to try and attack on Zerda. There's really no reason to. It's too risky here. You can try after hide and seek falls off, since you're covering the entire map anyways. Alright, so after the Luna move, she can get hide and seek again, which is fortunate. Now Kuriboh really have to make use of that Weiler 3C to engage. The Master of Ice should be coming down here, but not going to hit everyone, just half of them. Zerda is still being outranged by everyone here. But she's in okay safe spot here. She should be fine. Attack Blessing on Elwyn. Landius can just move out of the way. Right now, Master of Ice can not really hit anyone, but he still have to do it. Just to stand in water. So this is looking worse for Kuriboh. He could have also hit Landius, but now he's just hitting the Claret with Master of Ice. Or if he doesn't use it immediately, Claret might just run out of range, and Master of Ice is going to hit nothing. Elwyn is too slow. So Lux is just running out the Weiler talents here, not engaging, not even for hit and runs. He knows it's not going to accomplish anything. There's Tiara's Healing Light, Weiler 3C. And eventually, Zerda is going to run out of places to hide. Yep, Clara moves out, so right now the Juggler have no targets for Master of Ice. He might be using it just to stand in water, or he might run out again. He can also choose to not use Master of Ice here, save it for another turn, assuming he can survive, but nope, he's forced to use Master of Ice on nothing. So, wasted opportunity over there. You could have had it land on both Landius and Claret with full buffs, and that could have dealt some decent damage. Instead, yeah, he's too predictable, using Attack Blessing on Elwyn first. It's like you're telling your opponent exactly what you intend to do. So after another turn, Magic Guard is going to fall off for Juggler, and the Weiler talent is also going to fall off. And then Lukcid might be looking to go in after that. Zerda did trigger Breeze. I'm not sure how far she can reach here. And apparently no one. Zerdo was quite fine last turn, having Weiler talent up. But now she's moving first to another spot that doesn't really matter. And she no longer have any sort of defensive buffs from Weiler. Like the whole team is gonna drop off Weiler talent. So Weiler didn't accomplish anything. Kuriboh couldn't take advantage of it. He's just running around in the middle now. And after this turn, Magic Guard is going to fall off. Celestial can do some chip damage and might be able to finish off the Tiaras, but now she's healed. And does not have Weiler talent anymore. Yeah, the more Kuriboh waits here, the more he's going to lose. Still, just standing in place. Dropping off all of his buffs here. And it's up to Lukcid to engage. The Thunder Zone, not going to do a whole lot of damage. Elwyn's standing on the wall tile, so Celestial can't even really snipe him. Now after this, Zerda should not have any more safe spots, so she's going to be forced into the middle somewhere, where she can easily be sniped by Mystery Knight. At least stand on the defensive terrain. Okay, so Zerda lost hide and seek. Can't really cross terrain all that well, I don't think. Here we have a broken spear, and wow, just barely fails to kill the juggler there. 359 health left. That was some very impressive damages. Ooh. Cannot guard. Well, this is over. If Lukcid notices this, can just snipe Elwyn with Claret. And then that's game. Nope. Okay. So the cannot guard gets dropped. Neutralizing fire on Zerda. That's not on any sort of defensive terrain. As she goes down, not having hide and seek passive. Selwyn still can't hit anyone, so he is, you know, quite sad here. Just spent 5-6 turns walking around, watching all of his allies die. Too scared to go anywhere. Unfortunate. So that's game 2, and Lukcid takes this match 2-0. Alright, so we're gonna stop the stream here for now. We have joint battle coming up. There might be more matches. And I'll look to play my match against Dango probably tomorrow or sometime after I wake up some more. Since I just woke up earlier. And immediately had to watch or cast the stream. Alright, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next time.